to whatever aircraft you're going to fly, let's say F-16s or B-52s or C-17s or whatever it is. And then you're going to go through many more months of training on how to fly that specific aircraft. And on top of that, you're doing survival training and on and on and on. So it's not uncommon for a guy to spend his first 2 years learning how to fly before he ever shows up at his first unit. And so if we only got a 4-year return on you, you'd spend 2 years in training and then you only fly for 2 years and you get out, and we would have spent hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars training you how to fly, and then we don't get much return. So the requirement, the last I checked, the requirement is 10 years after completing pilot training. So you're looking at a minimum of 11, 12 years in service if you want to be a pilot. And if you're going to be a weapon system operator or something like that, not a pilot but another person on board, that's also extended, not as long as pilots, but more than 4 years. And the last I checked at the Air Force Academy, if you go through the Air Force Academy, because of the expense and the amount of effort that goes into training you, it's a 5-year commitment. So if you go to college, you get out of school at 22, 23 years old, you could get out of service at 26, 27 years old. So it's not like you're ancient by any means when you get out.
So you're on life.
Yeah, and it's the same for enlisted troops also. If you join the service and you go through a regular training school, it's usually a 4-year commitment. But there are some that are very lengthy, like my son-in-law is going through language training. And a lot of those guys could spend a year, year and a half in training, learning how to speak a foreign language and operate certain equipment. So a lot of them will sign up for a 6-year commitment because they want to make sure they get at least 4 or 5 years of training. So my son-in-law signed up for a 6-year commitment because he's going to spend, I don't know, 14, 15 months in training before he ever shows up at his first unit.
Ever met any EOD guys on your travels?
Have I ever met any? Yes, I've met some EOD guys
What
over
were they
there.
like? Normal people?
Yeah, pretty normal people. I mean, with the exception that they have a very dangerous job, right? Very dangerous job.
Didn't change them at all? Didn't like?
You mean how they?
Like putting the.
Well, I mean, it's just like any job or anything in your life. If you have emotional events, I mean, obviously it has an impact on you. Right?
Absolutely.
We're done 2:12.